In this episode of For Love of the Game, Briana talks about the team and how they nurture their young players for success, as well as the challenges the club faces both on and off the field.
That's always an interesting question because I feel like this team changes a lot from semester to semester. We do tryouts every single semester, and with that come new players. Some people don't return, whether they're studying abroad or co-oping or interning or graduate. I think that stability is something we've been trying to work on a lot. We're trying to create a lot of retention so that we don't have that much turnover every single semester, that we're able to really build up and continue working on things that we've succeeded in the past. So I would say for the future, I would really love to see high retention rates in this team. For me personally, I'm the only person on the team from when I started back when I was a freshman. But we have several juniors on this team that have been on it every single semester. So I think continuing there is to really create committed players, people who want to continue this throughout their years and semesters in college, who are committed and who are able to carry the team through semester to semester, whether you get new players and lose old ones, to just kind of build and continue to grow instead of having multiple kind of like cycling through and have many semesters of rebuilding and things like that. So I think stability is a big one. Yeah, so this is definitely a pretty young team. I believe we have 7 freshmen, and more than that, they are a lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors, and only I think 3 fourth years or higher. So I definitely think the returning players are very good at making sure to answer any questions that any of the new players have, which is huge. Sometimes if people have the same major, or if they are in the same classes, or oftentimes if they are in the same sorority, that happens a lot as well, is the older girls are able to kind of create that connection and make the new girls feel very welcome. I think that that is something that we're very good at. We don't treat the freshmen as if they are any less than any other member of the team. We really help them feel welcome and help them feel part of the team. Another thing that older girls really help out with is the fact that you can show these new girls what the commitment looks like, what it looks like to be on the team for multiple semesters, and how great your team, the team feel can be, as well as the skill of the team can be when people stay for multiple semesters, when they come back and really put in the work that's necessary. So I think that we have the combination of new players who are willing to prove themselves and who are willing to put in the commitment, as well as the older players that can show them what happens when you do commit to this club. One of the biggest challenges that we have is the fact that so Georgia Tech doesn't have a varsity team, so technically we are the Georgia Tech soccer team. We get a very wide range of people that try out, but also anybody who really is very serious about soccer would generally go and play soccer in college, and they, since Georgia Tech doesn't have a team, they won't be coming here. We've gotten very lucky that pretty much all the players that are on this team could have gone to play soccer in college, but decided to focus on academics. So like I said before, that whole balance of soccer and academics is great about Georgia Tech. But I think the fact that we are only a club team and we don't really have the support and resources from Georgia Tech that a varsity team would have is always a struggle. We function under the Campus Recreation Center, and they are in charge of every single intramural team and every single club team. That it's just a lot. There's only 2 full-sized fields for every single one of those intramural and club teams to play for. So in terms of like field space as well as support from Georgia Tech, that's always a struggle that we have to work with, as well as I know that the Campus Recreation Center does the absolute best that they can with what they're given. We as a team try our best to accommodate everything that Georgia Tech gives us and to give us the most successful season that we can with what we're given.
On the next, For Love of the Game, Briana Sobel discusses her love affair with the game and her thoughts on finishing up her career as a Georgia Tech soccer player.